We're now going to go on to our tales from the trading desk. And being a man of the markets, I figure you might have one or two to tell us. So why don't you shoot away, Zach, and tell us a tale?
Okay, I got a couple for you. First of all, I think you guys will get a kick out of this. I started at Russell Investments right out of college, a mutual fund management company, and got recruited to be a broker. And this isn't a trade, but it'll just kind of tell you why you should take everything I say with a grain of salt because my timing has not been ideal. My first day starting at brokerage was September 15th, 2008, the day Lehman went under. Um, yeah, I walked in. I walked into the office and by midday the guys were looking at me like Jonah. You know, they wanted to throw me overboard to stop the storm. They were like, this guy's a bad omen. And one of one of my favorite trades that I didn't personally execute, but I saw. It's one of my favorite, and it's also one of the most heartbreaking I've ever seen. Was again on the retail side, you see all walks of life, and so when we got in there, maybe it was when I was interviewing because that was a little bit late in the game. But my boss who hired me, had been in the game for a long time, the branch manager. He had a client that was an old lumberjack. The guy was probably 60 years old, and we're in Seattle. So everybody thinks of us now as kind of techie, but we have this big, mountain man mix of people. And, he fit the bill. He's got the flannel shirt and the suspenders and big beard. He's got about a $50,000 account. And it must have been that summer when I was interviewing, but I was there when he came in, and he wanted to buy E-mini puts on the S&P because he was convinced the whole world was going to come apart. By the time I got started in the height of the breakdown, I want to say it was in December, January, maybe even late as February, his $50,000 account was up to 2.5 mil.
Wow.
And yeah,
the lumberjack knew how to trade, man. That guy knew how to trade.
Well, gamble is more accurate, but
yeah, right.
As a Patrick, as opposed to you and I who trade and everybody else gambles, buddy.
Yeah.
I think the guy knew how to trade. Anyway,
this wasn't exactly a Patrick Ceresna approved option strategy, that's for sure. But so then he goes on vacation, right? Because he's rich. So he's in Hawaii. And we're calling him nonstop. I mean, it was really close to the bottom.
Yeah.
And we're calling him nonstop, begging him to sell. And he goes, "Nope, this is just the beginning." Anyway, the guy he finally covers when his position's worth like 110 grand.
Oh, that is a heartbreaker. So he wasn't a trader after all. So what he thought when the S&P was 666, he thought that it was going all the way to zero?
Well, yeah, it's a demonic omen, man.
Yeah,
I meant zero, right?
So, Patrick, I finally met somebody that's more bearish than you, buddy. The lumberjack.
But he should have just rolled it out and down, right? But anyway.
We tried to present all these different strategies. He just wouldn't listen. He had it right. And after all, he's the guy that rode the account from 50,000 to 2.5 million. So what did we know?
Yeah. Well, that's a great story. Thanks for sharing with us. And for those who want to hear more of Zach, make sure you stick around for the after hours when we'll get into more of these great stories. Thanks again, Zach.
Oh, it's a pleasure, guys.